Welcome to Football Scientific. I'm Aaron Sutter, the professor of football science. I'm here today in the living room once again due to the knee injury. I'm going to the ortho this afternoon, hopefully get surgery set up. But with the blown out knee, we're in the living room doing our review of the NFL Week 10 games and our power rankings for the AFC and NFC. I am joined by my guest host, Tyler the Tiger. Tyler the Tiger here, ready to go? Ready to go over the NFL games and the outcomes and the game reviews and all that stuff, and then look at our power rankings for AFC and NFC. That should be pretty fun. Yes, and remember, I do have articles on footballanalysis1.com. I just finished one today about one stat for each team and determine their outcomes this week, along with some other articles on footballanalysis1.com. Also, I'll be writing some stuff for CFLNewsHub.com about the Hamilton Tiger Cats probably either today or tomorrow. And then, of course, the UFLNewsHub.com, I covered the Orlando Storm of the UFL, which was kind of waiting for some announcements there. So that's the rundown of what today looks like. What we're going to do right now is go over the NFL games and look at those reviews and kind of look at the breakdown. And then we're going to go through our power rankings for the AFC and NFC after Week 10. Okay, so here we go. Tyler, are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. Let's get this done. Let's break it down. All right, let's break it down. So first, Thursday night, we had a grueling match between the Las Vegas Raiders and Denver Broncos in the NFC West. For the Raiders, quarterback Geno Smith came out and completed 16 out of 26 passes for 143 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Running back Ashton Jeanty had 19 carries for 68 yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 fumbles. Very few turnovers there. They had 1 turnover. Wide receiver Tyler Lockett had 5 catches, 44 yards, and 0 touchdowns for the Raiders. Notice a lack of touchdowns for the Raiders, okay? All right, Denver Broncos came out. A 7-game winning streak coming in this game. Bo Nix, quarterback of the Broncos, went 16 for 28 for 150 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, okay? Running back J.K. Dobbins had 18 carries, 70 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Wide receiver Troy Franklin, 5 catches for 40 yards and 1 touchdown. Overall, the Broncos and Broncos defense showed up and had 6 quarterback sacks against the Raiders. That was really the difference in this game. The Raiders really struggled with turnovers. They turned the ball over 3 times, 2 fumbles, and an interception, and that allowed Denver to extend their winning streak to 8 wins. So they're 8-2 now. It's pretty good. Boom! Atlanta. We had an early morning game on Sunday in Berlin, Germany. We had the Atlanta Falcons at Indianapolis Colts. Big time game here. Both teams trying to make their mark on the NFC and AFC, respectively. Quarterback Michael Penix Jr. for the Falcons came out and went 12 for 28, 172 yards, 1 touchdown, and interception. Solid, but not great. Running back Bijan Robinson had 17 carries for 84 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles, and wide receiver Drake London had 6 catches for 104 yards and 1 touchdown. Pretty good game. They also had 7 sacks against the Indianapolis Colts. They keep bringing the heat. Falcons defense does. Indianapolis Colts quarterback Daniel Jones under pressure, sacked 7 times, went 19 for 26, 255 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not bad for being sacked 7 times, honestly. Running back Jonathan Taylor, who probably looking at the league MVP right now, ran the ball 32 times for 244 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interception or no fumbles. And wide receiver Alec Pierce had 4 catches for 84 yards and a touchdown. Overall, this game was crazy. Grinded out. Falcons didn't pick up any third down conversions for first downs, which is wild. This game did go to overtime, and the Colts won 31-25 in overtime. Okay, so that's a big win for the Colts. Probably should have lost that game, but they found a way. Okay, boom. Baltimore Ravens and Minnesota Vikings. Another game of teams that are trying to climb back up the standings after a poor start in the first half of the season. Ravens came out. Lamar Jackson went 17 for 29 for 176 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Derrick Henry had 20 carries for 75 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Zay Flowers had 4 catches for 75 yards and 0 touchdowns. Not a ton of touchdowns, but they did move the ball quite well. Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy was back on the field for them. He went 20 for 42, I believe, and 248 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Aaron Jones had 9 carries for 47 yards, 1 touchdown. Jalen Naylor was their leading receiver, which is wacky when they have Justin Jefferson and Jalen Addison and all that guys. 5 catches, 124 yards, 1 touchdown. Big game for Naylor. Okay, what happened in this game? Well, the Vikings were at home. Usually, you've pretty loud stadium at home in Minnesota, but they had 8 false start penalties, which is crazy, man. And that ended up costing them. They lost the game 27-19 to the Ravens. It's made too many mistakes. Very sloppy football. New England Patriots at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I really felt like Tampa Bay was going to do pretty well against New England in Tampa. Drake May came out for the Patriots and completed 69-31 passes, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Travion Henderson for the Patriots ran the ball 14 times for 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Kyle Williams had one catch for 72 yards, 2 sacks. Nothing incredible for the Patriots, but solid performance. Okay, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield came out and threw 28 completions on 43 attempts, 273 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's a real solid game by Baker Mayfield. Boom. Sean Tucker, who was their running back, they're down to Sean Tucker, had 9 carries for 53 yards and no touchdowns. Boom. And Emeka Egbuka, who's on my fantasy team, had 8 catches for 115 yards, 1 touchdown, and they had 1 sack. Overall in this game, grind it out kind of game. Patriots do a really good job of managing the clock, especially at the end of the first half. And they win 28-23. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa. That's a big win. They are looking like a legit first-place team in the AFC East right now. That hurts my heart to say because I do hate the Patriots. All right, next, Jacksonville Jaguars at Houston Texans. Jaguars jumped out to a big lead in this game. Trevor Lawrence went 13 for 23 for 158 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Travis Etienne ran the ball 16 times for 58 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Wide receiver Parker Washington had 3 catches for 33 yards and a touchdown. But did get a 17-point head start. Houston Texans came out. Davis Mills went 27 for 45, 292 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He also had a rushing touchdown. Woody Marks, running back, had 14 carries for 63 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Nico Collins kind of had a bounce-back game. He'd been down for most of the season, 7 catches, 136 yards, 0 touchdowns. Overall, Jacksonville jumped out to an early lead. Houston flopped around for a while, but then in the fourth quarter, boom, took over, scored 26 unanswered points, including a defensive touchdown on a scoop and score. And they won. They won 36-29, which was a huge AFC South win for Houston. Okay. All right, Cleveland Browns at New York Jets. Really kind of expected the Browns to play well in this game compared to the Jets, who seem to be selling everyone off on the trade deadline. Cleveland Browns' Dylan Gabriel threw the ball 17 completions for 32 attempts, 167 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Quinshawn Judkins ran the ball 22 times for 75 yards. Wide receiver Jerry Jeudy, who helped out my fantasy team quite a bit, 6 catches, 6 catches for 78 yards and 1 touchdown. For the Jets, Justin Fields came out and went 6 for 11, 54 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's our leading passer. That's real bad. Breece Hall, 21 carries, 83 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Not good. Not good. But guess what? Special teams took over for the Jets. They returned a punt for a touchdown, and they ground out enough points to win this game 27-20 and upset the Cleveland Browns. Surprised Kevin Stefanski did not get fired yesterday. New Orleans Saints at Carolina Panthers. Should have been a no-brainer. Carolina should have won this game after they beat the Packers. They seem like a pretty good team. New Orleans Saints came in with Tyler Shook at quarterback, the rookie. He threw 19 completions on 27 attempts, 282 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Alvin Kamara had 22 catches for 83 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Wide receiver Chris Olave had 5 catches for 104 yards and 1 touchdown. For the Panthers, Bryce Young came out, went 17 for 25, 124 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rico Dowdell for running back for the Panthers ran the ball 18 times for 53 yards and a touchdown and no fumbles. And then wide receiver Tet McMillan had 5 catches for 60 yards and no touchdowns. Okay, so what happened in this one? Well, the Panthers jumped out to a lead with Rico Dowdell, and then the Saints came out and played good football for 3 quarters, and they won this game with 17 unanswered points, winning 17-7. So Tyler Shuck led them to a comeback victory. Nice. Okay, New York Giants at Chicago Bears. Bears expected to win this game. Jackson Dart came in, got injured in this game again. He went 19 for 29, 242 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Tyrone Tracy, running back, 14 carries, 71 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Darius Slayton had a big day for the Giants, 4 catches, 84 yards, and 0 touchdowns. For the Bears, Caleb Williams went 20 for 36 for 220 passing yards, had 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, and 1 rushing touchdown. Okay, so he's putting it together. DeAndre Swift for the Bears had 13 carries for 80 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Rome Adunze, 6 catches for 120 yards and 1 touchdown. Overall, well-played game on both sides. Jackson Dart gets a concussion in the 4th quarter. Bears come out and just play fundamental football. They win this game 24-20. And because Jackson Dart got hurt again, Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants, got fired yesterday. See you, Brian Dable. His OC, Mike Kafka, is now the head coach. Okay, next. They had the Buffalo Bills at Miami Dolphins. Miami should got trounced in this game. You know, thinking back, Buffalo's probably a much better team than Miami. But in the NFL, anything can happen any week, man. So for Buffalo, Josh Allen came out and completed 28 out of 40 passes for 306 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. James Cook had 13 carries for 53 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 fumble. Keon Coleman had 3 catches, 46 yards, and a touchdown. Not that impressive by the Buffalo Bills. And they were scoreless for the first 3 quarters of the game. Miami Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa, 15 for 21, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Ouch. Devon Achane had 22 carries for 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. I had him on my fantasy team. I happen to see it. Jalen Waddle, who the Dolphins didn't trade, surprise, had 5 catches for 84 yards and a touchdown. And what happened in this one? Well, like I said, Buffalo came out, started slow. They got down big. Then they lost. They lost 30-13 to the Dolphins. That's a crushing loss for the Bills, man. They're trying to fight for the AFC East top spot, and now they're well behind the Patriots, you know. Disappointing. Arizona Cardinals at Seattle Seahawks. Arizona Cardinals have a bunch of injury issues they're working through. Seahawks are looking like one of the better teams in the NFC. So it's predictable how this game went. Jacoby Brissett for the Arizona Cardinals went 22 for 44, turned 58 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Running back Amari DiMarcado had 4 carries for 64 yards. That's impressive. 16 yards of carry, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. And tight end Trey McBride had 9 catches for 27 yards, 1 touchdown. Probably the biggest playmaker of the day for the Cardinals was tight end Trey McBride. Seattle Seahawks, Sam Darnold went 10 for 12. Not a huge day, but definitely not a bad day. For 178 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running back Zach Charbonnet had 14 carries for 83 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the best receiver for the Seahawks, had 5 catches for 93 yards and a touchdown. Overall, the Seahawks offense didn't do that much, but they did enough to win the game. They managed the game. Nice job. Okay, next we got the LA Rams at San Francisco 49ers. 49ers still beat up. The Rams trying to put the lock on the NFC West here. They're competing with the Seattle Seahawks. They got to keep pace. Matthew Stafford came out for the Rams and completed 24 out of 36 passes for 280 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. It's his 3rd game in a row where he's had 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. His QBR is 127.1 this game. Kyron Williams, he had 14 runs for 73 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 fumbles. Devontae Adams had 6 catches for 77 yards and 1 touchdown. San Francisco 49ers, Mac Jones, playing for Brock Purdy, went 33 for 39, 319 total yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's a pretty good day for Mac Jones. Brian Robinson for the 49ers came out and ran 8 carries for 41 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. And then, let's see, George Kittle, tight end. 9 catches, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. What happened in this game? Well, the Rams played really good football. They had no interceptions, no fumbles, no penalties. That's really well played. They won the game 42-26 at San Francisco. It's a huge win for them. They're putting the lock on the NFC West right now. Detroit Lions, the Washington Commanders, a rematch from last year's divisional playoffs, where the Commanders upset the Lions and got their way to the NFC Championship game. Will it happen again? It's hard to say. Jared Goff came out for the Lions and went 25 for 33 passing, 320 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Had an overall QBR of 135.1. That's a really good game by Jared Goff. Jahmyr Gibbs bounced back from a bad week last week and had 15 carries for 142 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 fumbles. That's a good game by Jahmyr Gibbs. Jamison Williams had 6 catches for 117 yards and 1 touchdown. Washington Commanders. Marcus Mariota got the start because Jaden Daniels most likely done for the season. He went 16 for 22 for 213 yards for 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Bill Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, running back for the Commanders, had 11 carries for 30 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Not a great day for him. Deebo Samuel had 4 catches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Not a great day for him. And what happens in this one? Detroit wins 44-22 to avenge their loss in the playoffs last year. Okay, 2 more games. Primetime ones. Okay, first Sunday Night Football, we had Pittsburgh Steelers at the LA Chargers. Really expected to be a quarterback showdown here. Aaron Rodgers went 16 for 31, 161 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Not a great day for Aaron Rodgers. He's hitting a wall, man. Jalen Warren, running back, 14 carries, 70 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Not a great day for him. Wide receiver Roman Wilson had 2 catches for 35 yards and 1 touchdown. That wasn't even their best receiver. He's your top receiver this week. LA Chargers, Justin Herbert came out, went 20 for 33, 220 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Not a great game, but good enough to beat, Aaron Rodgers 2 interceptions and a fumble. So you just have to be solid. You don't have to be great. You have to be solid. Kamani Vidal for the Chargers. They're beat up at running back. He had 25 carries, 95 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. That's a good game by him. Lab McConkey from Murray County, Georgia, down the road here. Had 4 catches for 107 yards and 26.8 yards per catch and 1 touchdown. Okay, Monday Night Football, another barn burner. Not really. Philadelphia Eagles at Green Bay Packers. Really should have been a great game. These guys have a rivalry started when Green Bay wanted to ban the tush push during the summertime. Didn't get the votes. So came in with some hostility. Eagles came out. Jalen Hurts completed 15 out of 26 passes, 183 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Saquon Barkley ran for 22 carries for 60 yards and 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for the Eagles. And Devontae Smith had 4 catches for 69 yards and a touchdown. Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love came out and went 20 for 36, passing at 176 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, but he did have a fumble. And Josh Jacobs for the Packers, 21 carries, 74 yards, 1 touchdown, and a fumble. And then Christian Watson for them had 2 catches, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Basically, those 2 fumbles. It took a touchdown off the board at the end of the second quarter, in the first half, and in the second quarter. That would have helped them win the middle 8. And then also Josh Jacobs fumbled on 4th and 1 in the 4th quarter. Essentially clinching the victory for the Philadelphia Eagles, who won 10-7 against Green Bay. So, crazy game, man. Crazy game. All right, so with that in mind, we have our updated AFC and NFC power rankings. So first for our AFC power rankings, we got number 1, Indianapolis Colts, who are 8-2. Number 2, New England Patriots, who are 8-2. Number 3, Denver Broncos, who are 8-2. Number 4, LA Chargers, who are 7-3. Buffalo Bills, number 5, who are 6-3. Number 6, Pittsburgh Steelers, not the New England Patriots, we already had number 2. Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 5-4. Number 7, Kansas City Chiefs, who are 5-4. I believe that will be your playoff teams right now as well. Number 8, Houston Texans will be 4-5. They're number 8. Number 9, Jacksonville Jaguars are 5-4. Number 10, Baltimore Ravens are 4-5. They're coming back into the playoff picture. They can catch the Steelers, who are 5-4 right now. They can catch them this week. Number 11, Miami Dolphins are 3-7. Cincinnati Bengals are 3-6. Or number 12, New York Jets are 2-7. Number 13, number 14, Cleveland Browns are 2-7. Las Vegas Raiders are 2-7, and Tennessee Titans are 1-8. And number 16, AFC. In the NFC, number 1, we got the Philadelphia Eagles, who picked up a big win against Green Bay. They're 7-2. Number 2, Seattle Seahawks are 7-2. LA Rams are 7-2. Detroit enter number 3. So Philadelphia Eagles number 1, number 2 Seattle Seahawks, number 3 is LA Rams, all 7-2. Number 4 is the Detroit Lions, who are 6-3. Number 5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 6-3. Number 6 Green Bay Packers, 5-3-1. They're number 6 in the NFC. Number 7 Chicago Bears are 6-3. And let's see here, that would probably clinch your playoffs also. Number 8 right now, San Francisco 49ers are outside looking in, 6-4. They've not handled injuries well. Carolina Panthers are number 9. They're 5-5. Number 10 is the Minnesota Vikings. They are number 10 and 4-5. Number 11 Atlanta Falcons are 3-6, but they're number 11. They've beat some good teams, including Buffalo. Number 12 Dallas Cowboys are 3-5-1. Number 13 Washington Commanders are 3-7. Number 14 Arizona Cardinals are 3-6. Number 15 New Orleans Saints are 2-8 at number 15. And number 16 New York Giants are 2-8 at number 16. So that is your updated AFC and NFC power rankings. That is today's Football Scientific episode. Just broke out the NFL stuff. Check out my articles on footballanalysis1.com. Check out articles on CFLNewsHub.com. Check out UFONewsHub.com. I am the professor of football science, Aaron Sauter. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Football Scientific. Share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep it going. Football Scientific portal is now closed.